Boy, how times have changed. It used to be when a coach would come into a program, he'd get about 5 years in order to maybe change things around, get it in his direction, bring his recruits in. I'm talking about the college level, but now it's to the point where a year, 2 years, let's say 3 years at the very most. If you don't prove yourself by then, you're probably out the door. And who cares if you've been winning for a long period of time? They moaned about Joe Paterno, the fact that he ought to get out of there. They can't recruit anymore because he's getting too old. And now all of a sudden he's in the top 5 in the nation this year with a fine football team. There's Fulmer at the University of Tennessee. Tremendous record through his career, but everybody now breaks it down saying he hasn't won that many against conference teams. He's losing his edge. He can't recruit anymore. Get rid of him, despite what the track record is in the past. We're not allowed ebbs and flows anymore in college athletics. There's so much pressure, so much money invested, and the fans in many ways living out themselves during the course of the week. They've got a boss that's on them. Now they get to the weekend. If my team wins, I'm in a good mood. I can go back to work. If not, the doggone it, I'll be in a bad mood. So that team is responsible for their happiness. You add to it a coach who, despite his record, is now in a slump, and you're not allowed to have a slump because otherwise you don't make me happy. And so the pressure is on. Let's get rid of him because he's not winning for me right now. Who cares what happened in the past or the potential that things can come back in line because he'll refocus. He hasn't forgotten how to coach. Forget all of that. Right now, I'm not happy. Time to get rid of him. Time to move on to somebody else. Boy, it's tough. I love sports, but at the same time, it is a tough business to be in, and yet I'm on the media side. The other side is the coach's side, and they're the ones that feel all of the heat because they're not making people happy right at the moment.